One of our normal patrol officers was actually at the Volano Beach boat access right there by the jetties and noticed a boat run aground north of the jetty into the sandbar.
Two are rescued yesterday afternoon after a 55-foot boat ran aground near the Volano Inlet. Chris Naff is the public information officer for St. Johns County Fire Rescue. He told St. Augustine's Local Morning News that the patrol officer witnessed the boat sinking and saw the occupants wearing life jackets leave the boat, stranded at sea.
So at that time, he called for additional resources. Our Marine Rescue Station 9, which is right there in Volano, arrived on scene with their jet ski and unloaded their jet ski at the Volano boat ramp and made it out there. And by that time, the two occupants of the boat were actually about 200 to 300 yards away from the boat with life jackets on. So they ended up picking those guys up, the lady and the gentleman of the boat, and getting them to St. Augustine Fire Department's Marine 49 unit. And they transported them to the Volano boat ramp to get evaluated by our rescue units, and there were no injuries, and they refused treatment and transport.
Chris Naff says the abandoned boat still could present a problem.
This particular boat is actually completely sunk now, so there's kind of no telling where it's going to be out in the inlet, so I would definitely advise mariners that might be traveling through the inlet to be on a watchful eye for debris and for possible signs of that boat, because right now it's underwater, in which, with the waves and the wind and everything we have going on right now, you never know where it's going to end up.
The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is currently investigating the incident. This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Changes are definitely coming to the Bayfront area, but I think these are changes for the good, and it's kind of exciting time. And so I would encourage folks to stay tuned and get involved and learn more.
City of St. Augustine Chief Resilience Officer Jessica Beach tells Liz Ryan what the exciting changes will be.
Millions have walked along the seawall from the fort to the Bridge of Lions. It's not owned by the city, it's owned by FDOT, and it's time for a new one. Jessica Beach tells us why.
So the seawall is starting to deteriorate, and so DOT has done a thorough evaluation of it. But while they're going to be doing this important project, they're going to be improving pedestrian safety. They're going to be doing their best to maintain aesthetics of the area, and also important for the city is to enhance some storm protection and provide a better level of flood protection for the city.
Does water breach the seawall during storms?
Yes, it does. It's the lowest point that we usually see that water coming in first is going to be in that parking lot by the fort.
Don't worry, because it really won't affect the view.
It's just a 2-foot differential visually that you would see. And it's going to be a little bit less than where the chains and the bollards sit today. All of that's getting lowered, and then it's being replaced with a solid wall. So it's not as much of an impact as people, I think.
They've had public meetings, and there's more to come.
We had a meeting on June 10th to talk about kind of what the project's going to look like and the construction methods. And then DOT is coming back to the commission on June 24th, soliciting input from the commission on a couple of items specific to the seawall. There's also another public meeting on June 25th, I believe it is, with the fort, and they would really like for the public to get involved with that.
For everything you need to know about the new seawall, including maps, renderings of the new seawall, costs, and answers to just about every question you have, go to nflroads.com/seawall. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
Florida's water resources are precious to all of us, and working together, we can ensure that we protect our water resources.
Summer is officially here, and the St. Johns River Water Management District is putting watering restrictions in place.
District Water Conservation Coordinator Deidre Irwin says during the summer, residents are allowed to water their landscaping 2 days a week.
Homes with odd numbers addresses get to water in the summer on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Homes with even number addresses water in the summer on Thursdays and Sundays. In addition to the days of the week, there's an amount per day that we recommend, and that is 3/4 of an inch.
Irwin says the district started implementing restrictions 2 decades ago.
When we realized that once people started using automatic irrigation systems, it was so easy to water. Many people were watering every single day, which was using too much water up for our utilities to supply.
Watering is also restricted between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Irwin recommends watering early in the morning. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.